Hey guys, welcome back to Otra Noche in Miami, a soft floor sports talk show. I'm your host Kenny, joined alongside for the first time in person my co-host Alonzo.
Yo. What's up, boy?
Guys, this is the future of Otra Noche in Miami. Hopefully, for now, this is temporary. We're out here in my backyard in a beautiful gazebo. You got the background, you see it. We're really excited to do this episode this way. By the way, this mic is
It's fake.
fake, so
It's
I'm just gonna put it to the side. I just did it for memes. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for the continued support on the series. We're having so much fun doing this. And now we finally get to do it face to face, no Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys enjoy this. This isn't the final, version setup.
Yeah.
We can't wait to get more equipment, more professional, I
More
guess.
professional, yeah.
Well, somebody that needs to get more professional, the Miami Heat,
Oh, yeah.
because we're gonna talk about them.
Yes, sir.
What is that? 2 games in a row? No,
No, we won yesterday.
we won.
Yesterday.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
So we missed yesterday's game. Today's game that we're recording on was the Heat versus Timberwolves, where we lost, and then last night's game was Heat versus Pistons, which we almost lost, but thankfully to a heroic performance from Tyler Herro in the fourth quarter.
See, I saw what you did there.
You saw what I did
Heroic.
there. I need a hero. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about that first game, Heat versus Pistons. Like I said,
Yeah.
what did you see from the team? Any notes? Any general notes? I got the notes here.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
For me, I think it was, at least for the very first quarter. Again, I think in the first half in general, we had some unforced turnovers. Thank you. We had some very unforced turnovers. I think we had, close to 10 for the first half. Very sloppy start to a game.
Against a team like the Pistons.
Especially a game. Against a team like the Pistons. We started off slow. What's new? Shooting wise, Duncan Robinson. Yeah, Duncan Robinson was not his best night last night. But it was just very sloppy. Very I don't want to say stagnant because there was a decent amount of ball movement, but it was ragtag. Ragtag is what I would say.
It wasn't Heat basketball.
Exactly.
It was really it's kind of reminiscent of what happened in the fourth quarter of today's game, where it was just, what are we doing? This doesn't look like an NBA team sometimes. When we struggle, man, we struggle hard. You've been noticing that throughout the season? I'm gonna get into my points about the fourth quarter woes that we've had, but to continue on with this game.
Actually, no, keep going. I'm just looking at all these notes.
Okay. Game against Pistons, it's an easy team like that. And we can't, start off strong against them. We have weak turnovers like we did against them. It's a struggling sign, and it's. What do you think would be able to fix that against the Pistons? What
as far as the
sloppy turnovers.
The turnovers, yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go. No, I just wrote down an extra note down there. No, I guess I think it just goes back to Kyle Lowry. We got him again for we've said this before. He's not here to score.
Yeah.
He's gonna score when he needs to. But I think that again goes back to the Kyle Lowry effect. He's gonna be the main ball handler. He's gonna be the QB1 as our production like to say, Eric Reed and John Crotty.
Football references are non-stop, dude.
Yeah.
He's our QB1.
Yeah, he's gonna take the fault.
Yeah.
Not saying he's at fault, but he's gonna take most of the blame considering we're paying him, the big bucks and all that stuff to be our.
He was our marquee. He was our marquee acquisition.
Exactly. He was a big name, and I think for as far as the pace of play, of course, and the amount of
intangibles he brings.
Yeah, the intangibles and the way he carries himself, the way
he can boost other players on the court.
Yeah, he doesn't base his individual game. It doesn't let his individual game affect how he plays and everyone around it. Even though he's not, let's say he's not shooting great, or he has a 3-4 turnovers early, he doesn't let that affect it. He's still gonna keep playing his way. He's still gonna push the ball up. He's still gonna get our guys to open looks and stuff like that. He's gonna keep that energy flowing. He's gonna find the guys. So that's gonna be his role. And I feel like as far as turnovers and stuff goes, he's gonna take most of the blame because that's what he's here for.
Yeah. So. And any other night, this game would have been a dumpster fire. going into the fourth quarter down against the Pistons.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be top team in the East. We should not. Yeah, we got the dub, and that's great and all. Tyler Herro had his performance, and we're going to talk about that right now.
Yeah.
But it's the Pistons, man. We can't be having performances like that. It's worrying, man. It really is. For many different reasons, the Miami Heat have been scaring me when it comes to playoffs. I will get into that later on as well.
In the second game.
Yeah. Moving into the fourth quarter of this game, Tyler Herro ball, saved us. Absolutely saved us. He had, 14 points in the
14, 15 points in the fourth alone.
In the fourth alone, he finished with 31. His season high.
Yeah.
Season high. I'm telling you, man, he's the lock for Sixth Man of the Year.
Oh yeah.
At this point, at this point in the season, he is.
Yeah,
if the season were to end today, it's locked up, no question.
Hand it to him, unanimous.
Yeah.
Regardless, forget about it.
But yeah, so in that fourth quarter, he comes out, he hits 2 back-to-back threes, puts us up, changes the whole dynamic of the game, and then that's when the whole team started rolling.
Yeah.
And he was still getting his shots down, even when other players were succeeding on the court. He was still getting his shots in.
Yeah. Obviously, we can't overlook, obviously, as Kenny said, the performance of Tyler Herro in that fourth quarter. But I think one of the probably the second biggest factor in the fourth quarter against the Pistons was the Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin duo
coming off the bench.
Yeah, they're they're those type of guys that they remind me of PJ Tucker. They don't care what the score is. They don't care what their stat line looks like. They're going to come in. They're going to bring the energy. They're going to bring the grittiness. They're going to bring the toughness. They're going to bring the defense. One thing I really love about them coming off the bench is that they, no matter what role they get asked to do, they will do it, and they do not care what happens. They, just because they miss a bucket, not miss a bucket, they miss a shot, or they call a bad foul.
They're not going to change their game.
Yeah, they're not going to stop doing that, and that's what I love about them. I think those two, really let Tyler Herro go off in that fourth quarter.
When they're in the
that unit really played off of those two guys' energy. And one thing that I did notice, I like the fact that when these two guys are on the court, they tend to extend our defense to the front court. Yeah, to the full court. So and they are the main guys. They are the two guys that usually go up and guard them for the full court. So I love to see it. But I think those two guys really were the catalyst for Tyler Herro's explosion in the fourth.
For sure, they allow Tyler, like you're saying, they allow Tyler Herro to be so successful on that second unit. But we've seen time and time again that even on the first unit, Tyler Herro can be that spark, and he's been consistently a bright spot for the team.
Yeah, even on the worst nights, on the worst bad games.
Yeah, he still contributes, and I don't think he's had a bad game so far.
Maybe a couple not up to his standards. But they're still decent, okay games.
Yeah, because I think his standard now is Sixth Man of the Year, like we've said, fringe all-star almost.
And I like the way Eric's supposed to put it. He's not the sixth man. He's the sixth starter.
He's the sixth starter.
Exactly.
If somebody goes down, it's not, oh damn, we have to put in our sixth man. No, just plug in Tyler.
It's fine.
So Tyler Herro, amazing performance in the fourth. I kind of do want to say single-handedly got us a dub.
No, I agree.
That is a possum. There is a possum.
There's a possum on the fence.
All right, why is he not scared of it?
It's fine. We're not scared of him either.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree with you in that statement that Tyler Herro is. I think he is the reason we won that game.
Yeah.
Of course, playing off of Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin, which I think were the second biggest factor to us winning that game. But I think to win the game in the fourth quarter, it was very awkward and weird going into the fourth. Can we pull it out? Can we win this? I think he really he was okay, I got it. And
for that Pistons game, do you think it was a matter of we went into the game thinking, okay, we just lost to the Wizards, we got a bounce back game against the Pistons, easy game. Do you think that's what happened tonight or that night?
Yeah, I don't.
Because we started off really bad.
Yeah. I don't want to say that was our mentality. As far as it's an easy team, it's an easy game, we should win.
Yeah.
Obviously, every game we intend to win, we should win. Yeah. Right. That's how we should look at it.
That's how championship teams should think.
That's how we look at it. But you look at a team like the Pistons or one of those lower level teams in the whatever conference. You look at it and you're like, okay, it's. You look at the record and you're like, okay. It's not a slouch game. We can't go out there soft, but it's almost like we don't have to go out 150%.
Yeah.
We could go out 130, and I think that's what caused our struggle in the first half. We came out a little too soft on the gas pedal. They shocked us, but then of course
Sadiq Bey shocked us.
yes.
How many threes did he have in the first half?
I have no idea, but luckily Tyler Herro came to our aid. So
I think that's basically all I've got to say about that first game against Pistons.
yeah, pretty much self-explanatory.
It would have been a lot longer segment of the episode if we would have lost that game.
Oh yeah.
I've had a lot more things to say, but again, Tyler Herro, beautiful performance.
Yeah.
Makes me really excited, man. That kid's gonna be so good. He already is so good.
Yeah. I can't wait for the day he's starting.
Yeah.
If he's putting up 21, 22, I mean, off the bench, it's crazy. So I can't wait till he gets 30, 36, 40 minutes. Yeah. So
now we get into the game that we really want to talk about. Tonight's game. We just finished watching that game. The Heat versus Timberwolves.
Jesus.
Can I go ahead and
go ahead
and take?
do your thing.
I have been saying ever since what was the first game we blew in the fourth?
Lakers.
No,
No.
the Jazz.
No, we didn't blow it, but we blew
a lead in the fourth quarter.
The Jazz, the first game against the Jazz.
And I have been saying it ever since that game. We when it rains,
It pours.
it pours. That is the theme with this team. When it rains, it pours. I have never seen a team lose momentum so fast, so consistently. Every fourth quarter. All it takes is one punch to the mouth, and the Heat almost, it looks like they just, I don't know, they put their tails between their legs and they don't want to play anymore. I don't know how to explain it. I don't see any other team collapsing like this so many times this early into a season. And it's always the same pattern. The other team has some random scrub, hit 2 threes, something crazy like that. They get back into the game. They don't even have to take the lead. They get back into the game, and then the Heat just lose possessions. They don't even give themselves a chance.
Sorry to cut you off. Or just lose focus.
Yeah.
Like, they make a bad foul or something like that.
Yeah. Like, we ourselves aren't giving ourselves a chance to put points on the board. It's either we're trying to push the pace too much and we're trying to overcompensate and we throw away that bad pass like we saw Duncan do, like we saw Tyler Herro do. Jimmy Butler, the leader of the team. And it's not just, the young guys or the not the best players on the team. No, it's even our best players.
Yeah, it's not like Udonis is out there in crunch time minutes. As much as we love UD, like it's not a 41-year-old. It's our all-stars.
Our all-star center looks like a deer lost in headlights on ice. Sometimes in the fourth quarter.
that last possession with Bam, that was a tough one to watch.
I seriously don't understand what goes on when the Heat goes through these collapses, man. And I've been saying it is getting me terrified for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because we are built for the playoffs, but right now we are playing like we want to get swept in the first round again.
Yeah, we're built for the playoffs. The way it's looking, we're built for the playoffs, but only the first 3 quarters.
Yeah. The only way I see us winning a playoff series is if we get put up against some scrub team and we go into the fourth quarter every game up by 40.
Up by 40.
So we can
to blow the lead, like 35-point lead and win by 5.
Yeah, win by 7 or 5.
Exactly.
I don't understand it. It's really getting me scared because this team has so much potential. And again, it is early in the season, so that's why my fear is building.
We're not even 20 games in yet.
I'm not pressing the red button or anything yet. But that fear is building, man. It's every game, and it's the same pattern every time.
Yeah.
There's points in the game where you can point out the exact moment everything goes wrong.
Yeah. Today, though, I was thinking about that. I was trying to think in my mind, what was that, that momentum shift like that. I'm trying to decide like that one play.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble. It was just
you wanna know where I noticed it?
What'd you think?
The moment Jimmy Butler started talking to the fans. I love it, dude. It got me fired up in the moment. But the moment
honestly,
that hype, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
hype,
you're good.
The moment that hype fell off of me, I was looking at the screen. I was like, he just fired up the whole team.
Yeah,
we just screwed up.
I'm gonna take one even further. When he took the ball away from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah,
I think
that was when they hit 2 back-to-back threes to take the lead.
Exactly.
And they had the whole arena screaming. I was like, yeah, it's over. It's over.
Right in that little 1-minute sequence, we love to see the chirping, Cal Lowry, arguing. UD got a tech off the bench, not even playing, just screaming, arguing.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I love the intensity, but you got to pick your moments, man. And Anthony Edwards is already going off for 40. Basically, it seemed like you can't light that fire, especially when they have such control on the offensive glass, just the glass in general.
They were killing us on the glass.
Yeah,
team,
it was just.
we're not a bad team on the glass. We're a really good.
No,
team.
we're probably one of the. We are a top 5 team on the glass.
And they killed us.
And they killed us tonight by double digits. I don't know the exact number, but I know it was at least by 12.
Offensively, they had 3 times the rebounds. Something
probably more
like
by the end of the game. Probably more.
Something stupid.
Probably
like
more.
that, man. It felt like every play in that fourth quarter. It didn't matter if we scored or not. We didn't score in that last 6 minutes.
Yeah, that last 6-minute segment, we had maybe 5 points.
And then it was like we kept jumping on top of the grenade and then jumping on top of the grenade again. They miss it. We get a stop. They miss a shot, and then nobody's there boxing out. And you've got what was his name?
Jared
Vanderbilt coming in and easy tip and Torian Prince. It's just like it was a disaster. It was a disaster. This is the worst I've ever seen this team play this year, in my opinion. I don't know even the Celtics game where we got blown out.
I don't want to say it's the worst we've played because we played like crap against the Pacers and the Celtics. Even the Nuggets, we played like crap against the Nuggets. But I want to say, as far as our fourth quarter performances,
that was the worst.
I think this was the worst one. I think this was the worst. And the thing is, it's not the fact that we blew the lead. It's the fact that we had a 9-point lead going into the fourth. We had almost a 10-point lead.
We didn't have a lead in the fourth quarter. That's the thing.
No, we had a 9-point lead.
The Timberwolves led us back into the game. How many times, Alonzo? We tied the game so many times in the fourth quarter.
We had 2 or 3 leads that I know off the top of my head.
It was a close fourth quarter. That's what's so frustrating about it, is that we were there. And then it was just like, what are we doing?
Until the last 5 minutes that
what are we doing? If it was the other way around, and we would have won, some 2 dudes in Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, are sitting in their igloo talking about, God damn, bro, we blew the game against the Heat, because it was the same thing for both teams.
Exactly.
I'm sorry to anybody in St. Paul that lives in igloos. I didn't mean to.
I doubt they're watching it, but okay.
They're probably commenting right now. Keep fucking shit on.
One thing I do want to point out though. I'm not making any excuses. I'm not, saying that we should have won or whatever, because we shouldn't. We shouldn't have won. We played like crap.
You know what you're going to talk about.
It felt to me, I don't know about you, but it felt to me like we did not get a call from the refs
at all
in the last 4 minutes. I'm not saying they're the reason we lost. They're not. We
blew
the game for sure. Square and fair, they beat us. We dropped it. We played like crap. But to me, I felt like they were definitely getting the benefit of the call, of the whistle, more than we did in that last 6-7 minutes. Now it could be that they were just playing better and actually making shots and getting rewarded. But it's just there was some calls like Bam had 2-3 possessions Bam wasn't the greatest, but there was at least 2 or 3 possessions that he had a lot of contact going to the rim and no call. Jimmy, same thing. Tyler on a 3 got whacked, but I guess he just. I
didn't know what that was.
I don't know what that was, but I guess they were just they let him play because they were winning. They're the team on fire, so they just let him play. But I don't know what to say about that.
I don't think. You said, I don't know what you think. I do think we got shafted on a couple calls. I don't think it was as bad. Like you were calling. While we were watching the game, he was calling a lot more plays that he thought we should have gotten fouls on.
Yeah.
I didn't see on some of them, but there were definitely some that we both agreed on.
Not necessarily fouls, but they're contact plays that usually maybe the refs, call it or something before something happens, or they saw something. But there were some clear-cut plays that were like, okay, that was heavy contact. That was heavy contact. This guy just got whacked on a swipe down, something. And I just feel like they didn't give us a chance on that. But again, that's not why we lost. We didn't lose because of the refs. We blew this game. They won fair and square. We played like crap. It was garbage.
I feel like we've gotten everything out about how bad we played.
Yeah.
I want to go into some of the positives. Yeah.
Sure.
Gabe Vincent, he keeps coming up, man.
He keeps producing.
At the beginning of the season, I was just, God, Vincent's on the court. But now he's he's establishing himself as not a great player. He's not a superstar by any means. But
he's a quality bench player.
Yeah, I want him on the second unit, like how you said with Tyler, with Caleb Martin maybe. Caleb Martin, I feel like had a quiet game today.
Yeah,
didn't really do much. I just don't think he was ever put in a position to do much, so I can't really trash on him, but I can't compliment either.
Yeah.
Dwayne Dedman, I feel like he had a couple stinkers today.
I think he
with
played alright.
the
I think he
moving
played
with
alright.
the moving screens. In the
Yeah,
first half.
that's another thing that he does need to. I think just our big men in general.
Yeah.
I think we definitely get shafted. You know,
With the moving
with some
screens.
bad not that they're bad calls or like missed calls. It like
Bad
just
fouls.
bad fouls and
Yeah.
like bad times for those
Yeah,
fouls.
bad timing.
So
Duncan Robinson, what do you feel about his 5 for 15 from 3? I just want to say before whatever you guys say, he did hit some big threes in the fourth quarter. Those
what
were
I
the
was
threes that put us back
Yeah.
to tie. So I want to give him props for that.
Yeah, yeah.
But what do you think about his?
No, that's
3 or 4?
basically what I was gonna say. You know, barring the first half, that I only made two of 7. I think it was. You said
Yeah.
2 of 7. You know, it's nice to see him put up. You know, 15 shots. But it would also be nice to maybe see him make 7. You know, maybe. You know, that is a lot to ask. We're not we're not we're not by any means even close to a professional NBA player. But it's I like the fact that he did put up 15 and he did have some timely threes in the fourth.
But like we said, we would much rather have him shoot 5 for 15
than 2 for 7.
2 for 7.
Yeah.
If he would have stopped shooting after the first half, then
It would have been a bad game from Doug.
we would have been talking about how he was non-factor.
Exactly. But he did have some big time threes in the fourth.
Yeah.
So
Some big like classic Duncan Robinson threes.
yeah.
He was trying, man. I gotta give him props for that. Jimmy Butler, again, I love the chippiness, but you gotta calm it down.
He has to pick his spots. You have to pick. There's a time and a place. And
I feel like he was trying to do way too much, and I respect him for it. I respect for him trying to, get a gritty dub, but you gotta play your game, man. You're an all-star. You're an amazing player. You're the best player on this team.
yeah, the thing for me that really was like, okay, what's wrong? Not what's wrong, but like, what's up with Jimmy?
Mm-hmm.
Like for this game, his first 3 shots, 2 of them were threes. He usually puts up 2 for the whole game. Maybe if
Yeah.
we're lucky. Like once I saw that, it's good to see him. Like, hey, by all means, take him.
Go shoot
But
that.
that's not his game. Like
Yeah.
that's not what we expect of Jimmy. We
That's
know
not
he
what's
can make.
that's not what's worked for him.
Yeah,
He already has a working formula.
exactly. It's not
He's
what he
MVP
relies
guy.
on. It's not what he does every day. He's not Duncan Robinson that
Yeah.
only puts up threes.
Yeah.
So I saw that and immediately I was like,
I feel like today's our biggest downfall besides the fourth quarter collapse was where were our big names?
Yeah.
I feel like they had okay games, they had decent games besides Lowry, which we'll get into that.
look at the box score for a second.
Box score. It doesn't matter about the box
No,
score.
because I don't know
Oh,
what are the
okay,
final
okay.
counting stats.
I feel like they were just non-factors in the game, man. I feel like it was maybe it was because Tyler Hero dropped 31 last night, so we're looking at Tyler. But I feel like Tyler.
I do want to say something about Tyler though. I was saying it when the game was going. In the fourth, when we were down by like 8, 9, 10, like the shots that Tyler was putting up, it's Tyler. It's Tyler. So like you think like, oh okay, maybe you can live with that shot. But there were some shots that he was taking that it was just like, really Tyler, like some nights when he's when he's dropping 31, you're like, okay, he's fine. We'll let him take that shot even if he missed. But on a night like this that we're collapsing, these shots that he was taking were really questionable. Really questionable.
Yeah. We had nobody drop 20 points on the team tonight.
It felt. I was assuming that.
It felt like again, Vincent. I feel like had the most impact, and you had.
I think Gabe Vincent played best today.
He had 14 points, but that's the thing. For Vincent, 14 points for us is like.
That's a game we must win.
Yeah,
That's
he played great.
That's a game we must win.
You can tell he played great. Then you look down the list. Jimmy Butler only had 16. PJ Tucker only had 3, which he's been dropping consistently 10 points the last couple games.
Yeah.
So that sucks to not see him. I know he missed a couple of floaters and a 3 in the corner that we didn't see him make. Bam, 18 points. I feel like Bam I don't know what was going on with Bam.
Bam played solid for the first 3 quarters.
Fourth quarter Bam was.
The thing about Bam though is go ahead.
Fourth quarter Bam looked like 2021 playoffs versus the Bucks Bam.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking at Bam. I was like, oh
Bam
God.
Bam in that fourth quarter, especially when we were down. Not so much that it was close because there were games like last year where against the Nets he made that buzzer beater.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. But in like games that were like down that the other teams go on a streak, Bam is he's just all over the place. Like I think Bam he gets in his head too much. Like I don't know what it is.
Overcompensates.
I don't know if he tries to rush it, if he tries to make. I don't know what he's trying to make up
in his
for.
head, like you said, that was a good point.
He was just dribbling on the baseline. He just knocked it off his knee and got a turnover, no forced turnover. And it was a skinnier dude. Like he was still like 6'8", 6'9". I think it was Jaden McDaniels, maybe even Vanderbilt. But Bam has got some weight on him. He could easily, like, not easily, but probably get a better look than, you know, rushing it, which was weird. You know, he was just all over the place.
Duncan had 17, the 5 threes. Then he had a midi.
Mm-hmm.
Lowry had 7. Lowry had foul trouble.
Lowry fouled out.
Fouled out. We needed him. I feel like he's on the court. Lowry's the one guy that I feel like can maybe
hold it down,
quell the collapse a little bit, you know?
Yeah, maybe like slow it down.
Slow it down.
Yeah.
You know, find something better than what we were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Without him, it was just...
Yeah, because I feel like Tyler, with Lowry being out, because Lowry fouled out like mid-fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I think that was what, you know,
Tyler Herro tried to... Oh, okay, go ahead.
Tyler Herro tried to like make up for with those crazy shots.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't like that true point guard. Like Tyler Herro's a good playmaker, but he's not
not
Kyle
Lowry.
Lowry. He's not Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
He's so.
And then obviously Tyler was 16, Vincent was 14, like we said.
Yeah.
Dedmon had 9.
Yeah.
So.
Best player in the game though, Gabe Vincent.
Gave Vincent for sure.
Gabe Vincent.
First quarter was his offense. Second quarter was just everything else.
Yeah.
He took that charge. He would have been on
Instagram,
but he took that charge. He had no fear. He didn't care about that. His ego didn't get in his way.
And the thing is, last thing I want to say, because I think we pretty much hit everything in the game. Last thing I do want to say, if that call, you know, it was monster dunk by Edwards. The thing is, I feel like, you know, great job, Vincent. You know, we called the charge. You know, great offensive foul.
Yeah.
But I feel like even if that wasn't an offensive foul and he did dunk it, he would just get right back up and go back to his game.
For sure. It was like the point you were saying at the beginning.
Exactly.
That it doesn't matter what happens, they're gonna keep playing the game.
Exactly.
I don't know.
One thing I have a question though. I want to ask you because I don't.
Go ahead.
I don't know. Where was Max Strus?
I was gonna ask you the same thing, bro. I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe
is he injured?
It must be an injury.
I don't know if he's injured.
I don't know what's going on with that either.
I don't know if he fell out of the rotation. I don't think so.
No,
I don't think
it has
so.
to be an injury thing, resting, maybe something. I don't know.
That was weird.
Hopefully we see him back.
Because he didn't play last night.
Yeah.
He did?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I was like, where is he?
So but he wasn't like dressed up. He was suited up.
No, I don't know what that is. But that was weird.
Hopefully it's nothing bad. Like hopefully it's just like we said, rest because he is coming back from injury.
Something.
Tweak something. He just doesn't want to be in the injury report. I don't know, man. We're at 12-7 now. Next game against
Bulls Saturday night. That's gonna be a good one. Or we hope for it to be a good one.
Hopefully bounce back dub against one of the better teams in the East.
Yeah, MVP candidate and DeRozan. That's weird to say.
Butler's going 2 homecoming games back to back.
Right?
Minnesota
and Chicago.
And then that one after that, Nuggets, baby. Monday. I'm going to be at that game live. Hopefully it's going to be a good game then. I don't really have much left to say.
That's about it. Thank you guys for keep watching, of course.
Yep.
And as far as this setup right here,
hopefully the future, man.
Hopefully the future. We got one more episode on Saturday.
The Bulls game will be like this again, and then we'll be back to our regular scheduled programming.
Regularly scheduled Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
I go back to school, but I should be back in 2 weeks after that.
So hopefully a lot of the month of December.
Definitely for at least the whole month and a half of December.
Hopefully
January,
we get like a good series of games, man.
Yep.
It'll be fun, man. Stick around, guys. If you have been watching, stick around. You know, this is just the beginning. There's so many more things that we have planned. This is all because of you guys. It's possible for you because of you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to go ahead and sign off. This has been Otra Noche in Miami, guys.